As we wave goodbye to Henry Ellenson from Marquette, who absolutely brought nothing to the table for the Detroit Pistons, and another bad draft pick and a long list of bad draft picks. I think he was drafted by Stan Van Gundy and Jordan Bowers. Let's talk about some of the guys we passed up for Henry Ellenson as he hit the door. Hopefully the door hit him with a good Lord split and we back. Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. It been Piston crazy. I got a Piston stream coming up real soon. Hopefully I'm healthy enough today to do it. If not, I'm trying to catch it up on the weekend. But let's talk about it. We know Henry Ellenson is probably getting released, and Wayne Ellenson gonna come to Detroit. And the reason he coming to Detroit is because he getting a ton of burn. He gonna definitely have a major role here. Probably, 30 plus minutes, maybe a starting role. And that's what he being promised, and that's what the Pistons gonna deliver. I see somebody say that's the best free agent we ever got in the last few years. I said, nah, Wayne Ellenson ain't that good, homie. He a good shooter. He can fit what we do here. He definitely can shoot the ball. He ain't been getting a ton of usage over there with Magruder and Dwayne Wade. Now Deion Waiters coming back. But, hey, people want to hold him to that high standard. He definitely going to let you down. But let's talk about some of the people we passed up for Henry Ellenson. First, it was Caris LeVert. He went, I think, right after Henry Ellenson, if my memory doesn't serve me wrong. Matter of fact, he went to one pick. He went 2 picks after Henry Ellenson. And at the time, Caris LeVert was seen as a really good prospect for Michigan. Probably need a little bit of grooming, but hey, I think he might have came out a tad bit early, but hey, he can hoop. Matter of fact, he was a senior. You know what I'm saying? And he could hoop, he could defend, he was long, he had all-star potential, at least more than I thought in Henry Ellenson, and the Pistons chose not to take him again. And in my opinion, the Pistons got some bad luck taking some white players the last few years, or last decade or so, however long it's been. I mean, they took Kyle Singler in the second round. They tried to force him into the starting lineup. If they had forced other prospects in the starting lineup or younger players in the starting lineup, they did Kyle Singler and let him ride himself till the wheels fell off with the Pistons. That shit, Chris Middleton, Spencer Dinwiddie, all would have fucking transformed here. They all would have developed here. They'd be our starting backcourt. We would have had no issues, but hey, it is what it is. And then you look at Luke Kennard. He absolutely whacked Arnold's garbage, threw him in the garbage disposal, chop him up and throw him into the sewer. Okay, Henry Ellenson, he couldn't even make it to the floor. You want to go back to Darko Milicic? Hey, man, I don't know what's going on, but hey, it is what it is. But Caris LeVert would have been a breath of fresh air for the Detroit Pistons. He pretty much played locally at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County, stand up. But, hey, at the end of the day, they picked Henry Ellenson. It just shows you why the Pistons are bad. They're not bad because they don't have elite-level draft picks, per se. They bad because they can't identify top-tier premier talent, okay? They keep identifying these sorry-ass players wherever they find them at, and they not working out or identifying the correct talent. But Caris LeVert was the first guy. Then you keep going down the list. You say, how many important picks after Henry Ellenson? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks later. Pascal Siakam from New Mexico State. He was a sophomore from Cameroon. A sophomore from New Mexico State, but he was born in Cameroon. Siakam just had a crazy game yesterday. He got the ability to play 3 front court positions. He could play small forward. When Kawhi Leonard out, he played that position. He could play the power forward. He could play the center. He could shoot it a little bit. He could take it off the dribble. Complete weapon. You know what I'm saying? And if, pretty much, if you say, okay, he wasn't a finished product coming out of New Mexico State, if anything, you should have drafted him off his athletic ability. I don't even think Henry Ellenson got no athletic ability for real, not comparable to Pascal Siakam. Siakam can do it all athletically, long, can defend multiple positions. I don't know what the Pistons be looking for in the players that they think can help them. They looking at their intelligence. They looking at the fundamentals. At the end of the day, when you down there in the middle of the lottery or towards the end or all the way at the end of the draft, like they was in this situation or in the middle, you got to look for potential, athletic potential. You got to look for long defenders that's quick, that can defend. They might not be shoot the rock the best, but you know what? You can develop that, and that's what Pascal Siakam has developed, the ability to shoot the rock. Then take people off the dribble and attack the rim and defend and rebound. Henry Ellenson ain't done nothing because he ain't got enough athletic ability to get his shot off in the NBA. Just like they passed up Giannis and Rudy Gobert and guys like that, Clint Capella. You can't pass up them type of guys. You gotta sometimes you can't just draft for need. Okay, that's the Pistons be doing. Oh, we need shooting. So Henry Ellenson, a better shooter than Siakam. Hey, what else do we do? Do he rebound? Is he quicker? Can he defend multiple positions like Siakam? Can he hold the fort down off the pick and roll and defend and stay in front of the guard for a minute like Siakam? No, he can't. You could have seen the potential in Siakam if you worked him out. Remember, they worked out Donovan Mitchell and Luke Kennard, and they thought Luke Kennard was a better talent. That just shows you that it may be some type of agenda, or somebody may need some new glasses, or they need a whole new scouting department, man. But hey, that's one. All right, that's two people we didn't went down so far. Then we're going to go past Siakam. One more pick after Siakam. Two more picks after Siakam. We got DeJounte Murray. Okay, I didn't put his picture up there. He got a knee injury. 6'5" kid from the University of Washington. Just like Pascal Siakam, he came out a bit early, as a freshman. And, San Antonio seeing his potential. Now we in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he was at the end of the first round, too. Pick number 29 in the 2016 draft. Long kid, very, very athletic towards ACL last year, so we out. But real long kid, somebody that definitely could have helped the Pistons, just like Karis LeVert. Long, but you know what was wrong with him? He wasn't the greatest shooter coming out, probably. Okay, but he developed the shot with the San Antonio Spurs. He developed under Greg Popovich. And even on one knee right now, he better than Henry Ellenson to ever be in the NBA. But that's another guy they passed up, probably because he couldn't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Or they looking for a position of need. DeJounte Murray would have been the point guard of the future for the Pistons easily. Easily. There's no doubt about it. And the kid can defend. Stan Van Gundy was crying about not having enough willing defenders, but look who you got. You got Andre Drummond, who can't defend a fence. Okay, you got Reggie Jackson, who not a willing defender. You had Tobias Harris, that wasn't the greatest defender. You acquired Avery Bradley, he was pretty good, but you had a whole team that couldn't defend. You wasn't putting no premium on defense. You was just trying to coach dudes up to play defense. And Henry Ellenson, he was never going to be the defender. Hey, all the three people we named so far all can defend their positions in multiple positions so far. Murray can defend the 1 and 2. LeVert can defend the 1, 2, and 3. Siakam can defend 3, 4, and 5. They not looking for defense. They not looking for athletic ability. They looking for some Indiana Hoosier basketball, type players that can shoot and fundamentally sound. They not looking to develop fundamentals, and they got the game fucked up. Okay, you can develop a shooting. You can develop a lot of different things, okay? But what you can't develop is athletic ability and fast and quick enough to play in this league, and that's what they thinking about. They just looking at, he got the perfect shot for him, and he got the height, and we can just teach the athletic ability, and we can just work around it. No. NBA is full of athletes, so we're going to go to our last pick that we found out, and he was the 6th pick in the second round. That's Michael Brogdon out of Virginia. Now, Michael Brogdon couldn't pretty much shoot that good. He developed into a better shooter in Milwaukee. But I think he would have been another good point guard selection for the Detroit Pistons. Another guy that can defend his position. A lot of leadership qualities coming out the University of Virginia. Real well-coached program, man. And Michael Brogdon would have definitely helped the Detroit Pistons before Henry Ellenson, man. He balling right now. Him, Chris Middleton, Giannis in Milwaukee. It's another guy we could have had. He got some good size on him too, I believe. He up there as a twinner 1 and 2, but he definitely could have helped the Pistons. But it's another dude that the Pistons passed up. I believe he was a 4-year player at the University of Virginia. Yes, he was. And, it is what it is. We picked 4 guys that the Pistons passed up that had decent careers that they took for Henry Ellenson. We always talk about Stanley Johnson being took before Devin Booker. We talked about KCP, I think, with McCollum, with Giannis, with Rudy Gobert. We talk about Darko and the Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh thing. But, hey, they passed up some really good, solid players for Henry Ellenson, and we definitely got a talent evaluating problem with the Detroit Pistons. They worse than Matt Millen. Real talk. Matt Millen picked better players than the Detroit Pistons had, but hey, I just want to shine some light on how they fucked up with Henry Ellenson as he on his way out the door. Don't let the door hit you with the good or split you, but it can. But Motor City Sports Talk, appreciate everybody for checking in. We on all social media. You can make a donation. All that stuff is in the description. Just keep sharing the videos. Best way you can help your boy out. Y'all know